Hi everyone, this is Ritu Pava and I'm back with the topic of verb part 5. In the previous video, I have explained you two types of verb, the finite verb and the non-finite verb. So I have earlier told you that the non-finite verb have three subparts. So I'm going to explain those three subparts. First one, the infinitive, second one, the gerund, and the third one is the participle. So I'll explain it one by one. I'm going to start with the infinitive verbs. Now, what are infinitive verbs? Infinitive verbs is obtained by adding the suffix to. जब भी हमें किसी सेंटेंस के अंदर इन्फिनेटिव यूज़ करना है देन वी हैव टू ऐड सफिक्स टू हमें ऐड करना है इन फ्रंट ऑफ द वर्ब के आगे हमें टू ऐड करना है और यूजिंग द वर्ब इन प्लेन फॉर्म। और अगर हम इसको प्लेन वर्ब फॉर्म के साथ यूज़ करते हैं, वर्ब की प्लेन फॉर्म के साथ, तो इसको हम कहते हैं बेयर इन्फिनिट। Just like gerund, it is a named verb that can be used in the case of a subject or object in a sentence. और ये एक सेंटेंस के अंदर सब्जेक्ट या ऑब्जेक्ट किसी भी पार्ट में यूज़ की जा सकती है एंड इट कैन बी अ सिंगल वर्ड, समटाइम्स इट कैन बी अ ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स। तो कई बार ये सिंगल वर्ड में यूज़ हो जाती है एंड समटाइम्स ये ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स की फॉर्म में भी आ जाती है। So let's see the functions of the infinite, like the subject of the sentence, जब ये subject के तौर पे आती है, या second one object के तौर पर, third one is the subject complement. So let's see the examples of this one by one. Infinite in as nouns. First one, to rest is the only thing I want right now. In this sentence, the infinite comes in the part of subject. I just want to sleep. Now it's come in the part of the object. And one of my talents is to mimic people. यहाँ पर ये subject complement की तरह आ रही है. So all of you can see that verb के आगे to लगकर ही ये infinite form बन रही है. इन्फिनिट एज एडजेक्टिव, यहाँ पर ये इन्फिनिट है एज एन एडजेक्टिव्स यूज़ हो रहे हैं. एग्जाम्पल्स आर द पर्सन टू ब्लेम इज़ मी, द राइट थिंग टू डू इज़ टू कॉल द पुलिस, डू यू नीड एनीथिंग टू ईट. सो इन दीज सेंटेंसेस टू ब्लेम, टू डू एंड टू ईट, infinites are used as an adjectives. Now infinite as an adjectives again. I went there to help you. Max is working very hard to earn more money and she called me last night to ask a favor. So all of you can see that in these sentences infinite are used as the nouns and the adjectives form, but sometimes they are coming as the subject of the sentence and sometimes object of a verb, and sometimes they are playing the role of the subject complement. But you must make this point clear that infinite mostly made by adding the suffix to in front of the verb, but sometimes it can come in the plain form. So once again, every time the infinitives are made by adding the suffix to, but if they are come in spite of या without the to, तो उस टाइम पर हम इनको bare infinitives कहते हैं. So let's start with the next topic, that is the gerunds. Now what are gerunds? Let's see. A gerund can only function as noun. यहाँ पर ये चीज़ हमें क्लियर करने की ज़रूरत है कि जो जेरेंड है वो काम करते हैं एक नाउन की तरह. नाउन हमें पता है द नेमिंग वर्ड्स आर कॉल्ड नाउन, तो यहाँ पर जेरेंड एक नाउन का काम कर रहे हैं. दे आर प्लेइंग द रोल ऑफ अ नेम. सो लेट्स सी. इट इज़ अ नाउन मेड फ्रॉम अ वर्ब. जेरेंड जो है वर्ब, एक्चुअली इट इज़ अ वर्ब बट दैट इज़ प्लेइंग द रोल ऑफ अ नाउन. Its structure is base form of the verb plus ing. इसका स्ट्रक्चर जिससे बना है वो है वर्ब। बेसिकली ये वाला जो नाउन का रोल प्ले कर रहा है वो एक्चुअली एक वर्ब है, और वर्ब के साथ आईएनजी लगाते हैं, और जब वर्ब के साथ आईएनजी लगा के उसको यूज़ करते हैं देन इट प्लेज द रोल ऑफ द gerund, like reading helps you learn English. In this sentence, reading is a verb, but this is playing the role of a noun. Reading helps you learn English. In this sentence, learn is the verb, but reading, verb plus ing, this is playing the role of a noun. Second one, her favorite hobby is reading. यहाँ पर भी जो रीडिंग वर्ड है दैट इज़ एक्चुअली बेस इज़ द वर्ब, बट दिस इज़ प्लेइंग द रोल ऑफ द रीडिंग. सो लाइकवाइज आई एम एन्जॉइंग रीडिंग, रीडिंग इज़ अगेन प्लेइंग द रोल ऑफ अ noun. So this means that verb plus ing becomes the gerund and it plays the role of a noun in a sentence. Some examples are there like admit plus ing, admitting, appreciating, avoiding, considering, delaying, denying, discussing, disliking, enjoy. All these are the verbs and we are adding ing to make it like a gerund to play the role of a noun, like feeling, finishing, going, imagining, involving, keeping, mentioning, missing, practice, practicing, preventing, quitting, recommending, risking, suggesting, tolerating, and understanding. So all these examples and much more than this you can keep in your mind to make it a gerund and to make it play the role of a noun. So third form is the participle words. So let's see what are the participles first. Participles. A participle can function as a verb with the help of the auxiliary. Participle जो है वो एक verb का रोल प्ले कर सकते हैं बट विद द auxiliary जिनको हम कहते हैं helping verbs, and it can also play the role of an adjective, an adverb and a noun. So once again, participle can function, जैसे gerund रोल प्ले कर सकता है नाउन का, सो participle ये फंक्शन करते हैं एज अ वर्ब, एन एडजेक्टिव, एन एडवर्ब एंड अ नाउन, कि ये वर्ब का रोल भी प्ले कर सकते हैं but with the help of the auxiliaries, means auxiliary helping verbs that I have already discussed in my previous video, and it can also play the role of an adjective, an adverb and a noun. So participle has again three subparts like the present participle, past participle and the perfect participle. So let's see the rules of this present participle. Again, verb plus ing, like walking, dancing, these are the examples. Second one is the past participle. In this we always use verbs third form like walked, danced, and the third one is the present perfect participle. In this we use having plus verb की third form, having walked. Okay, so once again, participle has three subparts: present participle, past participle and perfect participle. Rules are there: present verb first plus ing, past verb की third form and perfect verb की third form. Present participle, firstly I am going to explain. The present participle is often referred to as the ing. यहाँ पर भी verb के साथ ing ही लगा है gerund की तरह, but in this it is not playing the role of a noun. The sun was shining, so I went for a walk. In this sentence the noun is there, sun, and the shining, that is the present participle. Second one, the man speaking English is our teacher. यहाँ पर जो आदमी इंग्लिश बोल रहा है वो हमारा टीचर है. So these highlighted words are the examples of the present participle. So once again, present participle is often referred to as the ing form of the verb, means इसके अंदर भी verb के साथ ing ही लगाया जाता है, like a gerund but not playing the role of a noun. So this is called the present participle. So let's see some more examples. Like the fleeing criminal. In this, the present participle is playing the role of an adjective. ing is there, verb is there. Verb flee and plus ing, this is the present participle. Second one, he was waving his cutlass. यहाँ पर waving, wave verb plus ing, combining this we can get the word waving, और यहाँ पर ये wave tense को follow कर रहा है. So let's revise the rules again, that the present participle word is always ends with ing, is formed from a verb, ये भी verb से ही बना होता है, and the third thing is used as an adjective or as a verb tense. Okay, again I'm saying this starts with the verb itself, ये verb से ही बनता है, ends होता है ing के साथ और use होता है as an adjective या verb tense के साथ. Next part is the past participle. Past participle is a type of verb that describes an action that has taken place in the past. जो कोई भी काम past में हो चुका है, previous time में that has already happened. The verb can modify a noun phrase, adjective या adjective phrase. इन चीज़ों को ये past participle modify कर सकता है. A past participle can be used as an adjective itself, और ये एक adjective की तरह use होता है to modify another noun or another adjective and occur within 4 different verb tenses. So once again, जो past participle हम use करते हैं ये उन चीज़ों के लिए यूज़ होता है जो पास्ट में ऑलरेडी हो चुकी हैं, और ये मॉडिफाई करता है नाउन फ्रेज़, एडजेक्टिव या एडजेक्टिव फ्रेज़ को, और इसके लिए हम ऑलरेडी यूज़ करते हैं थर्ड फॉर्म, क्योंकि पास्ट टेंस के लिए थर्ड फॉर्म यूज़ होती है और ये होता है विद इन डिफरेंट वर्ब टेंसेस. So let's see the examples. This is again formed from a verb, that is the base one, and is used as an adjective or on the verb tense, that is also same like the present participle, and it probably ends with ed, d, t, en या n. So let's see 2 examples. His painted skin. In this, the past participle is the painted word. Paint is the verb and this verb is ended with ed, and this is showing the thing which is happening in the past. Next one, I have forgotten my lines. Forgot. Forget, this is the base verb forget, and the third form it's forgotten. यहाँ पर en लगा हुआ है और यहाँ पर ये past participle use हुआ है as a verb tense. So let's revise this again. This is formed from a verb, base is the verb, ends with ed, d, en or n, and this is used as an adjective or verb tense. So this is the turn of the present perfect participle. Perfect participle is formed by using having. Perfect में हमेशा having word use होता है before the past participle. पास्ट पार्टिसिपल जो हमने अभी पढ़ा है जिसके अंदर हम वर्ब की थर्ड फॉर्म लगाते हैं, जो वर्ब सेंस में या एडजेक्टिव में यूज़ होता है, बट इसमें भी वही पास्ट पार्टिसिपल यूज़ होता है, बट इसके साथ साथ जो वर्ड ऐड होता है दैट इज़ हैविंग, एंड इट ऑल्सो वर्क्स एज अ वर्ब एंड एज एन एडजेक्टिव. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हैविंग रीच्ड होम ही वेंट स्ट्रेट टू हिज मदर. यहाँ पर past participle word is reached, that is the third form of the verb, and the having word is having read the he gave it to me. Okay, यहाँ पर verb is the read, third form, past participle, but अगर इसमें having use हुआ है so this has become the perfect participle. I hope you understand. Thank you.